Okay, so before I start the review, as usual, this will contain spoilers of episode 52 of Dragon Ball Super. If you do not want to hear or watch what I have to say about the episode, please click off. I know a lot of you are gonna wait till tomorrow for the dubbed, for the subtitle version to come out. So, just gonna have to wait a few more hours. Gonna have to wait about 12 more hours. And I'm going back to this just for this week. I've been busy all day. I haven't been able to prepare my slides, find pictures, and create slides like that. Today I've been very busy, and on top of that, I've been playing DBZ Dokkan Battle all day as well. The Japanese version, because the World Tournament's going on right now, and the prize for the World Tournament is a Tech SSR Ultimate Gohan. So I've been kicking World Tournament's ass all day so I can get that card. So let's start with the review. Episode 52, Master and Pupil Reunion, Son Gohan and Future Trunks. So, as always, the episode starts off with a recap of what happened last week. I'm not going to go into that, it's just going to go into this review. So, with this review, it starts off, or after the review of last week, it starts off with Bulma working on the time machine, and you have Shu, Pilaf, and Mai there, and we find out that Mai is very knowledgeable with technology, and that begs the question of, did Mai help Pilaf build all their machines back in Dragon Ball? And even now, even though they've only made one machine, and that was the episode of a pan, but um, did Mai help Pilaf build the machine, or did she um, put the machine together? Of course she's gonna help, but who went to go find the scrap metal, and who put it together, who put all the technology together, who set it up, yada yada yada. But Mai is very knowledgeable with technology, and after that, there was a lot of cutscenes in this episode. It was a cutscene from this, a cutscene from that, cutscene to the next scene, to the next scene, the next scene, and on. And we see that Vegeta is in the gravity room, and he's training by himself. And when we saw last week, before Vegeta had opened the gravity room door, he had a pissed off face, like someone pissed him off. Whether it was Goku, whether it was Whis or Beerus or whoever pissed him off. And we find out that the reason why he's mad is because Vegeta or Black had killed Bulma and himself in the future. He already knew that he died in the future. When the first time Trunks came in the Cell arc, he explained what happened, and who died, who survived. But he was even more pissed off the fact that Bulma died. No, it's not his wife, it's his current wife, but it's still his wife. So he's pissed off, and he wants to get his revenge against Black, because not only did he kill his future wife, but Black has been, for almost 2 years now, Black has been threatening his future son. And from what we've seen so far in Super, since Super has started, not Black, Vegeta is, he cares about his family more than what he did in Dragon Ball Z. And, that's good character development on Vegeta. He's not all I'm the Prince of Saiyans, I only care about myself, or I only care about surpassing Kakarot. He's more of a family man as well. He cares about Bulma, he cares about Trunks. And since what happened in the future, he's gonna be training even more harder so he can surpass Goku, and maybe even surpass Black, so he can knock the crap out of him for killing his future wife. And then it cuts there. There's a cut scene to Beerus and Whis, and they're still on the bench chairs, and they're still pondering about Black. And last week it was Beerus was saying, where have I sensed this key before? And Beerus tells Weasel, let's go on a little road trip. And they go and they catch Goku. Goku is on North Kai's planet training, and they get him, and then they tell him where they're going, but they don't tell him right away. They tell him while they're going to where they're going to. I'm not gonna say it yet, but and it so happens the Pilaf gang is still helping Bulma with the time machine, and the blue sludge that we saw in the episode of when Monaka came to help Bulma in the lab, that blue sludge is equal to the time machine fuel that future Bulma was gathering. And this time, it isn't going to take a year or a year and a half, however long it took in the future. According to Bulma, it's only going to take a day in order to make the fuel, which is very, very good because that means they can get to the future faster. So, then Trunks asks Piccolo about Gohan, and Piccolo and tells him, well, he's a scholar now. He's not a fighter anymore, and that's where it cuts to a flashback to the future Trunks special when he was a kid. And the scene, I tell you this much, the scene was very, very well put. The music, the scenery, the voices, the fighting, everything was on top. Everything was badass. I love the flashback. And with the flashback, they showed Trunks with blue hair, not purple hair. So I guess, we have to now get accustomed ourselves with Trunks having blue hair because the flashback we had last week, he had blue hair. A flashback this week that he had blue hair. So they're gonna make all the flashbacks with him having blue hair now, so we just have to get used to it. Um, so like most of the episode is gonna be based around the Master and Pupil, aka Gohan and Trunks. So then Trunks finds Gohan, and they Trunks buys Gohan. No, Gohan buys Trunks ice cream, and his favorite ice cream is chocolate. So that's, I guess you can say, it's a very small character development, but it's still character development. Now we know that Trunks' favorite ice cream is chocolate. Then Gohan takes Trunks to go meet his family. So he goes to meet up with Hercule, Satan, Videl, Pan, and whoever else was there. Then there's a small cute scene. It was very cute. I loved it. Trunks picks up Pan, and Pan starts beating up on Trunks. She's hitting him, she's kicking him, pulling his hair, and she tries to pull his sword out. And he was like, no, and he puts the sword back into it, into the protector. I know there's a word for it. I just don't remember the word right now. But he takes Pan's hand off the sword so she won't pull it out because he doesn't want her to hurt herself with the sword. And then while um, Trunks, he's frozen for a second, and he has a thought of Future Mai and Bulma, and his little daydream was Future Mai and Future Bulma having dinner if Black never existed. But since Black exists, you know, to Trunks, until he goes back to the future, to him, Mai is dead, which she's not. Bulma, yes, she is dead. That episode 47 was the most heart wrenching episode of um, Dragon Ball Super yet so far. But this was like a family oriented episode, also with some closure and finally meeting up with the person he looks up to. But it was crazy. It really was. It was crazy. And Trunks is happy for Gohan. Gohan isn't the same as he was in the future, but Trunks is still happy for him because not Trunks, Gohan has a family. He has a wife. He has a daughter. He has a father-in-law. He has a father. He has Piccolo. He has so many friends. He's happy for him. Trunks wants all of that. He wants a family. He wants his friends. He can't have none of that in the future because everyone's dead. And that's very heartbreaking. For anyone, that's very heartbreaking. And then we see Goku Whisembeer's tell or using Whis used his technique, and where they're headed. This is where I tell you guys now that they're all heading to Universe 10, and Universe 10 looks like it's a grassy area. It looks very calm. A lot of leaves blowing, a lot of trees. And Zamasu's there, and he looks like he's holding a cart, like he's in the hospital, but he's not. The cart has a lot of food on it, and then the episode stops. And then we have the preview for the next episode, which is not next week. Next week we do not have an episode, but the week after. So the next episode, episode 53, we see Goku and Zamasu square off and a battle of godly proportions. And that fight will be incredible. I can't wait to see that. Just seeing by the preview, it's going to be a badass fight. I can't wait. And then we get more information on the time rings. We see more time rings being implemented into the episode. So this episode was heart touching. It was heartwarming. It was, it was cute when it came down to it. And a lot of people will say, well, I don't like when Dragon Ball does that. All I want to see is fight. All I want to see are fights. Well, yes, Dragon Ball is mainly known for its fights, but also not that's not what Dragon Ball is always about. There's gonna be some times where we get a few episodes where there's some information that needs to be thrown to us. And there's gonna be some times like today's episode where we got a heartwarming episode. Yes, we got the 3 episodes after the Universe 6 arc, but what can you do? They do that so they can get more of the story out. They don't want to rush everything like they did Universe 6 arc. And everybody who saw the Universe 6 arc knows how fast it went. It was every episode. Mostly like every episode one person was out, whether it was from Universe 7 or Universe 6. So Universe 6 arc went by very, very fast. I'm liking the pacing of this arc so far. I haven't complained about any episode so far. I'm happy that they're giving us information. I'm happy that they're taking their time. I'm happy that there's some fighting here, that there's some character development there, that there's some catching up with Gohan and Trunks. I may particularly not be a Gohan fan, but this episode, it was very, very well put through. It was very well, I'm thinking of another word to say, but you get my point. So we're not always gonna get fights every episode. It's been 52 episodes in. Not every episode are gonna be fights. We need some character development. We need some information thrown at us about certain characters, about certain instances, about certain universes. So I like the episode. I can't wait to see it with the subtitles. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I know a lot of people are going to say they didn't like it because it was a slow paced episode. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. That's what Dragon Ball is. There's going to be some fights. There's going to be some slow episodes like I just explained. But Thank you for watching the review for to those who did see it. And if you're seeing this after the subtitled version, thank you for watching. And remember, there will be no episode next week. I don't want to hear anybody complain, oh, why is there no episode this week? Go to Dino's channel, go to Rhymestyle's channel, go to Geekdom's channel, go to Unreal ENT Gaming's channel, go to Quaman's channel, whoever makes reviews for Dragon Ball Super. They're all going to tell you the same thing. There is no episode next week. You guys have been warned by a lot of reviewers of Dragon Ball. But until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.